Quick story. A girl and a guy met and fall for each other. They both love music, so decide to work together. And they were pretty good at it. Now on the surface, everything looked perfect. But oh, the stress of the city. So they decided otherwise. They packed up and left for the countryside. And that's where we meet this family, raising their children, growing their own food and their business together, on a quest to find a new normal and a new sense of happiness. And if you're looking for the same thing, then join us and we can unpack this thing called life together. Where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. I'm Shamel Olwago, my husband's Amondi Olwago, and together we are Nile Ochi. And this is ZQEX. Hello and welcome to another episode of ZQEX Exclusives, and this is number 7. If it's your first time here, then welcome, it's nice to have you, and if it's not and you're returning, then hello again, and we're happy to have you again. So what's today's conversation about?
Well, today it's about finding your purpose or your vocation. Now, yeah. So do you think that do you think there is an age, like once you arrive at 30 years old, you're about 30 years old or 40 years old, or do you think that you should know what you want to do, what's your purpose, why are you here on earth for?
Wow, that deep of a purpose.
Should you even have any? Is there an age?
I don't think there's an age, and I think it's different for everyone, and because of that is why I think the current part of the educational system that forces people to make a decision before the age of, 13, 14.
Yeah.
That's the small flaw I feel that it has, because it's kind of trying to say, this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Now study like you mean it.
But however,
go on.
Your purpose, not your job. It just happened that some people's jobs are their purpose.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Like saying your vocation, yes, maybe if you're a nurse, that's your vocation. I understand. However,
some jobs can be vocations, but not all vocations are jobs.
Exactly.
Oh.
And that is why I'm asking this question today. Because I think it's important. I think a lot of people confusing the two. And your purpose. What I mean is, because I think it's the epicenter of happiness.
Oh.
The reason why I'm saying this, and I'll tell you why, yeah? Because there's a big question in, should a kid know already what they want to become when they're older? Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, what job they want to do necessarily become when they're older. What?
Oh.
See?
Yeah, what do you want to be when you're older? Do you know what the question was always posed to me? What do you want to be when you're older?
Why?
I used to give them the answer, they didn't like it.
What was the answer?
A singer.
Yeah,
I want to be a singer.
But that's what my point is. No, what job do you want to do when you're older? That's rarely what people will ask. It's more, what do you want to be? It
is, but what they mean is, what job do you want to do?
Exactly. So they don't.
Okay, that's why unfortunately my Westerner mind went straight to jobs. I can't help it. Okay, no. I think it's a very valid question. And do I think a child's supposed to know? I think, funny enough, if you ask a child honestly, they may know.
They're very on point when it comes to their purpose.
Purpose, yes. Not all children know, but most, I would say, have an inkling.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. And that's why I'm asking this question.
But then us as adults kind of like...
don't have a clue.
No, I would say that when we see a child with it, in respect to the child, I would say that we kind of try to mold around that, like put our 2 cents in to kind of fix how that goes. Because the only reason I'm a songwriter is because my granddad went and put his finger in this whole entire putty of what it is that Shem wants to be. And it's just many adult hands in the molding of
because
what your purpose is supposed to be.
Here's the thing, yeah. Now, is it okay to never find your purpose? Job is job, okay?
Never find your purpose.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know what? Okay. I think that purposes are to be explored.
Okay. I agree with that.
That's why you allow yourself to try and live as full a life as possible as far as the experiences that you open your heart or your mind to.
Yeah.
Though our hearts and minds often know what we could do without. So some experiences can be skipped, just saying.
Yeah.
And then I think also that inherently you kind of know. Maybe you don't verbalize it to other people, but you kind of know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there is a I don't know, motorbike fanatic out there.
Yeah.
Just knowing in his soul, he's a ballet dancer. You see what I'm saying?
Which then, and it's my point. Look, this is not your passion. Your purpose is not your passion. Your purpose is something you're going to do that's going to give another person some sort of, or that's going to have an impact in the world, some way, shape, or form. So, some
anything
people,
could...
maybe the purpose is right. Okay, take DiCaprio. He's an actor, right?
Yes.
He's, beside him being an actor, he's known for one main thing. It's actually being an activist
for the environment. True.
Perhaps him being an actor
led him to his purpose. So then, would you say my purpose is not singing?
Who knows?
Who knows?
You have to find it, I suppose.
Yeah.
And my point is, the reason why I'm saying this is because now, does mental health depends on it?
Yes.
And
yes,
could it be, like I said, the epicenter of happiness?
I think that you've made a really, really good point. I feel like it does have a connection to mental health. I feel like every time I have had a bout of any depression or stress or anxiety or feelings of unworthiness, it has been connected to my connection with my purpose.
This is pretty much an existential question.
Well, you hit me with a heavy one today, didn't you?
I don't know. It just felt that.
That's your flavour.
That's my flavour.
All right then.
My flavour is my purpose. But then, what do you think about this then?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Can your purpose be helping other find their purpose?
Wow. How deep into this wormhole we're going? It's because I let you watch Interstellar the other day, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That is it.
And here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
Right there.
Okay. Yes. Your purpose can be... It's like a superpower.
Okay. I like that.
Some people's superpower is giving other people powers.
Because, you know...
taking them away.
This is the thing, though, that maybe we're fighting against our own purpose in the first place, which means that it's not so glamorous to say, oh, I'm just here on earth just to help other people to just find a, greater purpose.
Isn't that a life coach?
Well, my point to you is this: is that you can glamorize it and make it sound good, like Tony Robbins. I mean, check it for what it is. He's made big change in people's lives. Huge. And my point is, it's sometimes because I'm scaling it.
You're scaling it up
to where he is.
But if you scale it down,
you might
just be someone who is like, let me think about it. Okay. My cousin, Benny, he's passed away now. And from very young, he was in a wheelchair, as you know. But I'm talking to the I'm talking to the listeners as well. And he was faced with an existential question very young.
Yeah.
His answer to that was uplifting others.
Right.
Okay. So even though he was, you know, a quadriplegic, even though he had very, very, you know, he kept his wits about him, everything like that, his purpose was just transformed to helping others find their purpose. And when everybody who knew him or everybody who was around him, he would make it his business to have that what is your purpose conversation with them and try to affect upon them the need to make sure that that comes to fruition. He always did that for me.
See, this is my point. And then perhaps this is because this is where I believe that happiness comes from.
He was always happy.
Why?
And when I mean somebody who's always happy, I'm not talking about someone who's always smiling, ecstatic, and looks like a bloody clown.
Comfortable with who he is.
Comfortable in his skin. Comfortable in everything who he is and what he stands for. Just comfortable in his soul. And that comfort was so deep, it would bring you comfort just to be in his presence.
Isn't it in the poorest places in the world where you find the happiest people?
Yes.
Now.
Yes, and yes.
You see, because we forcing the children to know what they want to do, and
are you saying we as in our children?
No. I'm not us. We as generally speaking people. You know,
I was about to say, speak for yourself. And what conversations have you been having?
I'm talking about developed countries.
Yes.
Yeah, because we like to talk highly of ourselves. So even though no one's really happy, but anyway,
though that we're the in-betweeners because we're from third world families. And we were brought up in a first world country, so we know of both sides.
Right.
The in-betweeners.
But over here, like the thing is, you know, a child should know what they want to do when they're older, or at least you as a parent has a responsibility to let your children know what they want to do when they're older, but only what they want to do, but not what they want to be. You know? Yeah. And the thing is, I think one of the very important things is the concept of purpose.
Yes.
For children to learn about it and what it is, what it means. I think that too often as a child, you never hear any adult talking to you about existential questions. If you from a religious family, you learn about religion. That is it.
True.
That's all you know, and then you may not question it later.
True. Okay.
Now, do I believe that religions help people finding the purpose? Definitely. I believe that. However, I don't think it's the be all and end all. I think there's a lot of different ways. And what I'm just saying is that one thing came in my mind recently is that can your purpose be shaken by unexpected events?
Yes.
In the world?
Definitely.
And if that is so,
was it really your purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, a couple things there.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of stories over the course of history have been displayed about people who have maybe wanted to become, you know, join the church, become. Thank you for listening. Now for full exclusive episodes, go on to nileochi.com and join our Patreon.